And NBA Live, especially in these later year, 18 and 19, they were solid games. They were solid handling games. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Emceemur here, and welcome back to another video. And it's time once again for another fantabulous episode of Is This Still Online? The show that asks, are these great games still online? Are they? Are they not? If they are, it's usually ultra exciting because we dig up these memories, we dig up these, online communities that are still going, and we rejoin that. We breathe a little bit of life back into these games. Today we're looking at NBA Live 19, and okay, yeah, it's a sports game, but it's interesting for a number of reasons. One, because it takes on the form of NCAA 14 football, right? Same thing, that this is the last of its kind, the last iteration of the franchise, the last installment. So 14 football still going. Is this still going? There's not going to be another NBA Live, and I'm going to tell you, that's really depressing on a number of levels. I really did enjoy NBA Live all the years that it was a thing. Another reason this is important is because this, if it's still online, may be a much more affordable and more fun alternative to the current installments of the 2K franchise. So for all those reasons and more, let's dig in right now. So first off, the most important thing is that we can connect to the servers, and if you can't, it's EA, it'll tell you right away. Next most important thing is we got to go right into Ultimate Team, right? That's where the hot action is. If that's running, then everything else is too. Is it running? Are people playing it? Let's find out. All right, we're in. So the short answer is yes, this is still online. But to what extent? We always talk about how that's kind of a two-tiered question, right? It can be online, but there's got to be people playing for that to matter. But again, first off, I'm just impressed that we're actually in Ultimate Team and can get a game going. So I'm playing this with a base rate team here on Xbox One at the moment. I played most of my NBA Live action in the later years on PS4. I did 18. I didn't really get far into 19 before we knew that this franchise was done for. And again, I hated to hear that, but Xbox One, right? Free to play on Game Pass through EA Play, so again, that's a really great option for you to get in on some online NBA action at no cost to you. Here it is right here. NBA Live certainly as a franchise has had its faults. 15, 16, it really had a hard time getting its footing in that gen. But you got to bear in mind the lack of development that was available to this franchise. EA just would not invest in this. They put all their eggs into the Madden basket, and this game just didn't get a fair shake. The franchise did not get a fair shake. And this game always had superior control, in my opinion, compared to the 2K games. I never could get the hang of the 2K games. They made me feel like I had no idea what I was doing in any basketball games since. I just could not. I still can't. I'm playing 2K22 now. I can barely lay up a dadgum basketball. It's unbelievable. I've been playing basketball games all my life. And no, I'm not the best out there, but we're talking about basic mechanics here, and it's got to work. And NBA Live, especially in these later year, 18 and 19, they were solid games. They were solid handling games. Now, we're playing against the CPU right now, but this is online. This is an Ultimate Team challenge for coins. Just the fact that this is going, again, we know that the game is online, but we are going to have to find some real human opponents. NBA Live always had the superior control, in my opinion. Infinitely easier to shoot, infinitely easier to shoot free throws, infinitely easier to steal, and you're not drawing a foul every time you fart. It just gets really crazy with 2K. I've just never liked it. Now, I'll give 2K, it's the more in-depth game, right? With the wider range of modes and the robustness of those modes. But still, when it comes right down to it, it ends up not being fun to play to me. So we failed to make a match there, but okay, it's middle of the day, right? We need to check back in the evening when there's a better chance of anyone being online on any online game. Going into the auction house here to see some of the cards for sale, there's cards for sale. So if we've actually got stuff up for auction, that obviously means people put these up for auction. That obviously means there are still people playing this game. It's just a matter of time of catching people when they're actually online. So we're going to look at this again a little later on this evening. It's happening. So here we are. It is late in the evening, so this would be the time to find a match if we were going to find one, and we have found one. We may get smoked here, but that's fine with me. We found a match. This sucker's still going. NBA Live 19. You heard me? All right, so we're off to the races here, or rather my opponent is. Scoring threes at will, but again, it's hard to be upset about that because we're online and we're playing. That's just fantastic news. I'm really looking forward to putting some time into this now. Again, now that we know that this has the standing that we enjoyed and are still enjoying with NCAA Football 14. It's the last of the franchise and it's still online. So I'm getting romped, but as you can see, the game can't really skill-based matchmake even if it wanted to. It's got to take, you know, who it can get. If it even ever did that, I don't know. But I'm basically a 60 overall team here against a team that's all in the 90s. Yeah, there we go. We're getting some points on the board. Fantastic. So when it comes to ease of matchmaking, and again, we're doing this at night when there should be people playing. We looked earlier in the day and there was nobody, but the fact that we got right into a match during a time when one would expect to be able to get into a match, I'm going to rate the ease of matchmaking on this game easy to moderate. Again, because we got right into a match. It wasn't a problem, provided we were doing it at the right time. So yeah, good to see, and I think there's a lot of reason for people to still want to get in on this game. Hey, I hope that you're enjoying this series. I love the Is This Still Online series. I love going back and seeing which of these games are still online, and then asking you to join in and build on these communities. Play these games if you haven't played them before, and then go back to them if you were already done with them. It's just a really cool thing that we have the ability to do. It's a really cool thing when old games are still online and can be enjoyed in that way. Drop a like on this video if you would, and if you haven't already done so, I hope that you're going to subscribe to the Emceemur Show and be a part of our nation, because we're rising up all the fantastic things we do right here on the show. You need to be a part of it. Make sure that you smack that notification bell so you're always first to know when new content goes live. Content just like this fabulous Is This Still Online video. Emceemur signing off for this episode, and I will see each and every one of you again next time. Mwah. Woo! Want to see some more classic games that are still online? Then why not watch another video? Click here, and I'll see you in the next episode.